is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. He gets this one to Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground to Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jonathan Jones.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagle first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Number 83,
Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Look,
all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Bridgewater on first down. Steps away to his left. On the screen, Bernard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down at 7.
Bridgewater again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Prater for the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, Bernard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Preston Smith.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. It's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nothing in that first half. Nothing on the last drive. But they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
11-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
49ers 8.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
25.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Carry for Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
The tackle made at
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. And able to find Graham, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, here's Love. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Bridgewater here to throw. Flushed out right. The 20. He completes it to Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 27 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.